When I started my academic journey, I had no idea how much time I'd spend managing citations. I thought writing the actual paper would be the hard part, but it turns out formatting references, keeping track of sources, and making sure everything matched APA or MLA guidelines was its own nightmare. That was before I discovered EndNote. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what EndNote is, why it's a game changer for researchers and students alike, and what you can expect to learn in this full 20-part series. Let's get started. EndNote is a reference management tool. At its core, it helps you collect, organize, and cite the sources you use in your academic or professional writing. But it's more than just a citation tool, it's a full-blown research workflow assistant. It integrates with Microsoft Word, pulls full-text PDFs from academic databases, helps you annotate and store articles, and lets you collaborate with colleagues. Whether you're writing a term paper, a thesis, or a multi-author systematic review, EndNote can handle it. EndNote is ideal for university students and postgraduates, professors and researchers, medical professionals writing case reports, and anyone doing academic writing that requires citations. I've seen it used in humanities, sciences, medicine, law, really anywhere scholarly work happens. Here's a simple breakdown. You collect sources from PubMed, Google Scholar, JSTOR, or entered manually. You organize them with folders, tags, and smart groups. You insert citations directly into your paper, thanks to a plugin that works inside Microsoft Word. You generate a bibliography automatically, formatted in whatever style your journal or professor requires. You collaborate or sync online, so you never lose a source or version again. You might ask, why not just use something like Zotero or Mendeley? Good question. Those tools are great, especially for basic citation management. But EndNote stands out in a few key areas: more robust formatting tools for academic journals, better word integration, especially for large documents, full PDF annotation and file management, library sharing and team collaboration features, and deep customization for citation styles and templates. In short, if you're serious about research, EndNote gives you more control and scalability. Over the next 20 videos, we'll go step by step from complete beginner to confident EndNote user. Here's a sneak peek at what's coming: how to install and set up EndNote for the first time, how to create and manage your reference library, how to import references from databases or files, how to insert and format citations in Microsoft Word, how to find and attach full-text PDFs automatically, how to collaborate with co-authors or supervisors, how to organize and annotate your research materials, and how to avoid common pitfalls that trip people up. Each video will focus on one skill at a time. That way you can build your knowledge in layers and revisit parts whenever you need a refresher. All you need is a copy of EndNote 20 or later, Microsoft Word installed on your computer, and a few sample PDFs or research topics to test with. I'll also show you how to get sample references and set up a test project to practice without messing up your real research. I've used EndNote in everything from undergrad essays to peer-reviewed medical research. I've also taught hundreds of students how to use it. I know where people get stuck and how to avoid those traps. My goal is simple. By the end of this series, you'll feel 100% comfortable using EndNote for any academic or research writing task. You'll write faster, cite more accurately, and stress less. In the next video, we'll download and install EndNote step by step and customize the preferences so it's set up just right for you. If you haven't already, grab your copy of EndNote. You can usually get it through your university's library website or directly from Clarivate. Hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and let's get ready to simplify your research life.